Exhaust system. What is the purpose of the exhaust system? To remove high temperature noxious gases. Name two types of reciprocating engine exhaust system. The short stack and the collector system. What drawback, desventaja, in using collector type exhaust system is more than offset when used on turbocharged system. What drawback in using collector type exhaust system is more than offset, es más que compensado, when used on turbocharged engines. The loss of horsepower due to exhaust system back pressure. What could result if the internal baffles of or diffusers in an exhaust system fails? The flow of exhaust gases could be restricted, resulting in loss on engine power. What type of exhaust system is used on turbocharged engines? The collector system. What kind of material is normally used to make the muffler church found in the exhaust system? What kind of material is normally used to make the muffler shards, estrías, found in the exhaust system? Stainless steel. How do you inspect the internal baffles and diffusers of an exhaust system? By disassembling the exhaust system and visually inspecting the components. Why is an exhaust system failure considered a severe hazard? Why is an exhaust system failure considered a severe hazard? It can result in carbon monoxide poisoning, loss of engine power, or fire. What could happen if lead, zinc, or galvanized marks are made on an exhaust system? It causes change in molecular structure, resulting in cracks when heated. What happens if the heat exchanger leaks exhaust gases into the induction system? There is a loss of engine power. What is an indication of an exhaust gas leak? A flat gray or sooty black deposit in the area of the leak. Where are the most common places to find cracks in an exhaust system? At welded areas, at clamped areas, and at the flanges or flanges. What is a common cause of turbocharger wastegate sticking? Coke deposits or carbon buildup. Why are turbocharged exhaust system leaks very damaging at high altitudes? Pressure differential will cause the leak to escape with torch-like intensity. What are exhaust system coke deposits? What are exhaust system coke deposits? Excessive carbon buildup. Why are turbocharged exhaust system leaks very damaging at high altitudes? No, me equivoqué, sorry. What is the result of changing the exhaust nozzle area of a turbine engine? change in engine's performance and EGT. Name the components of a typical turbine exhaust nozzle. Tail cone, exhaust ducts, and support struts. What is the purpose of thrust reversers? Help to decelerate the plane after landing. How does a noise suppressor found on older turbojet engine work? Converts low-frequency sound into high-frequency sound, reducing the sound. What are the two most commonly used types of thrust reversers? The clamshell, which is mechanically blocked, and the cascade, which is aerodynamically blocked. How much thrust do the thrust reversers produce compared to the engine's fuel forward thrust? Substantially less. What are the hazards of operating some thrust reversers at low ground speeds? FOD, foreign object damage, and ingestions of hot exhaust gases. Engine fuel and fuel metering. What are some of the sources used to heat the fuel in a turbine engine fuel system. Bleed air and engine lubricating oil. What are the most common types of fuel metering system used on small reciprocating engines? Float type carburetors, pressure injection carburetors, and direct fuel injection system. What function does the mixture control perform? Controls the fuel-air mixture. What generally causes spark plug fouling? Excessively rich mixture in idle. What is the purpose of an accelerating system? Supplies extra fuel during sudden increase in engine power. Which means provides an immediate increase in fuel flow in the venturi to enrich the mixture. What is a carburetor economizer system? What is a carburetor economizer system? Or economizer, no sé dónde va la tilde. Increase the richness of the mixture during high power operations, where excess fuel aids, which means ayuda, in engine cooling in engine cooling. Works above cruiser power settings. Cruiser power settings. Okay. When the mixture is placed in the idle cutoff position, a slight rise in RPM is noted prior to engine decelerating. What does this indicate? The idle mixture is set correctly. Why should engine RPM be accelerated periodically when making carburetor adjustment? To clear the engine. What maintains the fuel pressure in a pressure injection carburetor? An engine-driven fuel pump. What happened if the manual mixture control of a pressure injection carburetor is moved to the idle cutoff position? The engine stops. How does an automatic mixture control AMC function? A sealed brass bellow connected to the fuel metering system expands and contracts with changes in pressure and temperature, adjusting the mixture accordingly. What are some of the advantages of fuel injection system over carburetor system? Less danger of inductionizing, better acceleration, reduce overheating of individual cylinders, better fuel distribution, and better fuel economy. What purpose do turbine engine fuel control units serve? Automatically meter fuel to the engine. What are the two basic types of turbine engine fuel control units? Hydromechanical and electronic. What are the engine variables detected by the fuel control unit? Power level positions, engine RPM, compressor inlet temperature, compressor inlet pressure, and burner pressure. What are the two major components of a supervisory electronics engine control? The electronic control unit, the computer, and hydromechanical fuel control. What are some of the advantages of a full authority digital engine control FADEC over a hydromechanical fuel control? Better fuel economy, improved starts, requires no engine trimming, provides constant idle speeds regardless atmospheric conditions, and provide engine limit protection. What do turbine engine fuel spray nozzles do? They inject fuel into the combustion area. What are the different indications used for trimming a turbine engine? EPR engine pressure ratio or RPM, depending on the engine. What maintenance is allowed on installed hydromechanical fuel control. Specific gravity for fuel, idle RPM, and maximum RPM. Y vamos. What type of pump can vary the amount of fuel discharge regardless of speed? A variable displacement pump. What is used to keep water, sediment, and foreign matter out of the carburetor? The main fuel strainer. What is the purpose of a pressure relief valve in a constant displacement pump? Return excess of fuel by the engine to or through the inlet side of the pump. What type of engine-driven fuel pump is widely used other than gear or piston pumps? A rotating vane type. What function do fuel boost pumps perform? Supply pressurized fuel to the fuel pump to prevent vapor lock or cavitation. What is commonly used type of fuel boost pump? the centrifugal type. What causes vapor lock and why is it of concern? Preocupación. Insufficient fuel pressure, high fuel temperature, excessive fuel turbulence, blocked fuel flow, which will cause engine failure. What function does the engine-driven pump on a turbine engine perform? Provides continuous supply of fuel with proper pressure to keep the engine running. Name the two categories of turbine engine pumps. Constant and variable displacement. What category is a gear type pump classified in? Constant displacement. When performing an external inspection of an engine-driven fuel pump, what should you look for? Leaks and security of mounting. What is the purpose of a shear section of the drive shaft in a dual element constant displacement pump? If one element ceases, a portion of the drive shaft ceases, allowing the other element to continue operating. Where in a turbine engine fuel system is ice formation likely to occur and how is it prevented? Fuel filter. So fuel heater is used. Oil engine or bleed air to warm fuel. What is the purpose of a bypass valve in an engine fuel system micron filter? What is the purpose of a bypass valve in an engine fuel system micron filter? Safety device to allow fuel flow to the engine when filter is blocked. What is the purpose of a duplex fuel nozzle? Discharge to different spray patterns. Wider when start-up or acceleration, and narrows, which means reduce, más pequeño, when engine speed increase above idle, and narrows when engine speed increase above idle. What are the functions of the pressurizing and dump portions of a pressurizing and dump valve? Pressurizing portion provides primary and secondary fuel flow to dual-line duplex fuel nozzles. And dump portions allows fuel to drain from the manifold after engine shutdown. What purpose do fuel selector valves serve? Selection of tank and engine, and provides a meaning to shut it down or shut it off fuel flow.